Welcome, guys. Gather around as we embark on a journey through one of history's most tumultuous and transformative periods, the French Revolution. Our story begins in the quaint town of Arras, France, where a young Maximilien Robespierre was born into a modest family in 1758. From an early age, Robespierre showed an incredible aptitude for learning, earning scholarships that paved his way to the prestigious Lycée Louis-le-Grand in Paris. Picture a young Robespierre, a studious and serious boy, engrossed in books, learning about justice, law, and the philosophies of the Enlightenment. Little did he know that these early years would set him on a path to become one of the most controversial figures of the French Revolution. Fast forward to 1789, the year that the French Revolution erupted, shaking the very foundations of the old regime. France was in chaos, widespread poverty, exorbitant taxes, and a government indifferent to the suffering of its people. Enter Robespierre, now a passionate advocate for the rights of the common people. Imagine him standing before the National Assembly, his voice ringing with conviction as he argued for equality, liberty, and fraternity. His speeches were electrifying, infused with the ideals of Rousseau and Montesquieu, and he quickly became a leading voice for radical change. The people adored him, seeing in Robespierre a champion of their rights and a beacon of hope. As the revolution progressed, the stakes grew higher, and the struggle for power intensified. The monarchy was overthrown, and the revolutionaries faced the colossal task of establishing a new order. Robespierre, now part of the Committee of Public Safety, believed that to safeguard the revolution, extreme measures were necessary. This conviction led to the period known as the Reign of Terror. Picture the streets of Paris, filled with an atmosphere of fear and suspicion, where anyone perceived as an enemy of the revolution could be arrested and swiftly executed. The guillotine, a symbol of swift justice, became a common sight. Robespierre justified these actions, stating that terror is nothing more than speedy, severe, and inflexible justice. His vision was clear: to create a republic of virtue, a society where citizens were virtuous and patriotic. However, the reign of terror soon spiraled out of control. Thousands were executed, and the once revered Robespierre found himself increasingly isolated. His rigid ideals and uncompromising stance alienated even his closest allies. Imagine the tension and paranoia that gripped Paris as factions within the revolutionary government turned against each other. The revolution that had begun with such high ideals now found itself mired in bloodshed and fear. Robespierre's downfall was as dramatic as his rise. On the night of 9th Thermidor, he was arrested by his political rivals. The man who once held the reins of the revolution was now a prisoner, facing the same fate he had imposed on so many others. His arrest marked a significant turning point. The people who had once cheered for him now jeered as he was taken to prison. On July 28, 1794, Robespierre was led to the guillotine, the very instrument of death he had so fervently defended. Picture the scene: the somber procession, the crowds gathered to witness the fall of a man who had once been their hero. As the blade fell, it marked the end of an era, both the Reign of Terror and Robespierre's tumultuous life. But the revolution did not end with him. It continued to evolve, leading to the rise of Napoleon and the eventual establishment of a new order in France. Robespierre's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is remembered as a visionary who sought to bring about a society based on equality and justice, but also as a man whose methods were marked by ruthlessness and fanaticism. Reflecting on his life, we can see the profound impact he had on the course of history. Robespierre's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is remembered as a visionary who sought to bring about a society based on equality and justice, but also as a man whose methods were marked by ruthlessness and fanaticism. Reflecting on his life, we can see the profound impact he had on the course of history. His story is a poignant reminder of the perils of absolute power and the thin line between justice and tyranny. As we conclude our journey, let's ponder the lessons from Robespierre's life, a story of idealism, ambition, and the inevitable consequences of wielding power without restraint. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Robespierre and the French Revolution. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep the spirit of history alive.